Ladies and gentlemen, our next inductee was born in Ann Arbor, Michigan. At around age 11, he first entered a boxing gym, but did not seriously pursue the sport until graduating high school. Growing up, he lived alongside the families of Floyd Mayweather Jr. and Buster Mathis Jr. He was a star football player, but he said to himself, "I wasn't a team player, and I wasn't good at taking orders," so he went into boxing. He had a brief but relatively successful amateur career, compiling a record of 33 wins, 32 by way of knockout, with only 2 defeats. He turned pro in October 26, 1988, beating Stephen Lee by a technical knockout in the second round. He soon hired Jackie Callan as his manager and employed the services of legendary Detroit-based trainer Bill Miller to train him. It is Miller who is credited with developing his well-known old-school style of boxing, which consisted of frequent head movements and the shoulder rolls that he's famous for. Although he was considered a defensive fighter by many, he still applied pressure to his opponents and usually forced his style against them. Throughout his career, he fought in 5 different divisions, winning titles in all 5. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome 18-time world champion, James Lights Out Toney. Once again to present, welcome Bob Case.
Yeah, what an honor to present this guy. I got to tell you, all the years, even when I wasn't in boxing, I was around it, and I would go down to Freddie Roach's Wild Card Gym every Tuesday and every Thursday for one reason. And I've seen them all spar. I used to go to Chagrew's gym on 7th and Hoover and watch all these spar. I used to go to the Main Street gym down there. But I wanted to see James Lights Out Toney spar. It was like nothing I had ever seen in my life. He would sit, he's still the best fighter I've ever seen using his shoulders. He would sit in the corner like this, and they would, whether it was Francois Botha, Roberto Duran, or whoever he was sparring with, they would, heavyweights, they would flail at him and they could never touch him. It was like a bat with radar. They could not touch him. And it was truly amazing. And then to watch his career. Now, I'm gonna tell you, we're gonna speak the truth here. James Toney did not like training. Now, I got a picture in my office, Ring Magazine, 1991, Ring Magazine Fighter of the Year as a middleweight, James Toney, okay? A middleweight. He didn't do drugs, he just liked his food. I think he invested in some of George Foreman's grills, you know, those things. But anyway, he just loved to eat. And so he would come in there, and he didn't like doing the mitts. Irish McAfoley, God bless his soul, he said he was, you know what Freddie Roach said to me? He said, this guy could have fought Sam Langford, Charlie Burley, Archie Moore. He could have fought in any era. And when I tell you that, I mean that. This guy, he won world titles. He was our IBA heavyweight champion. He won world titles as a super middleweight, as a light heavyweight. He was fighting as a cruiserweight. And I'm going, I love this guy. I didn't want to see him get hurt. He's going up against Vasily Jarov, an undefeated Russian who's about 6'5". And I go, you can't fight. He can't fight this guy. I didn't want to see him get hurt. It was the Ring Magazine Fight of the Year. He destroyed this guy. The guy had never been knocked down. He was like watching. He took him apart like a tree coming down. You know, first round, second, body shots, and then he knocked him down. I mean, it was an amazing fight. And I go, then he's fighting. How about this? Riddick Bowe and him this guy's 5'10". They're the only 2 guys to knock out Evander Holyfield. This guy. So, I mean, unbelievable. I mean, I saw him fight this guy, and I'm gonna tell you this. Now think about this one. He had 90 pro fights. Not 10, not 30, not Sugar Ray Leonard had 33. This guy had 90, okay? 92? 97, okay. Never, now listen to this, never was he stopped or knocked down. It's one flash thing one time, that wasn't a knockdown, but never, I mean, he's got a chin forget, he has everything going. Power, chin, shoulders. He's one of the greatest fighters of all time, and his mind, and let me just say this, last thing. My favorite movie is Cary Grant, David Niven, Loretta Young, called The Bishop's Wife. And Cary Grant plays an angel on earth. He's a walking around angel, and I believe in that because I've had him around me all my life. I got a bunch of them sitting at the table here. But his wife, Angie, an angel. And Pops, who was like, he passed away a year ago. One of the greatest guys in the world, had James's back his whole life. And I'm gonna tell you this one story. I'm gonna get the hell out of here. We're doing a fight down at the Pachanga. He's fighting a guy named Rydell Booker for the heavyweight title. The weigh-in, they start trash talking James. Now this is the weigh-in, it's televised. A fight breaks out on the stage. Everybody's throwing blows, even me. Everybody's throwing blows. Okay, now listen. The fight cleared off. This is a brawl, an actual brawl on the stage at the weigh-in. And James, the guy, Booker's manager, was saying something to Pops, right? So I'm at the fight the next day, Saturday night. I said, "Where's Booker's manager?" He said he's in the hospital with a broken leg. Pops was a martial arts champion. Pops cleaned his clock and nobody saw it. James lights out Toney.
I want to thank everybody for coming here today, and this afternoon. The most important thing to me is one of the most important people in my life is out here to enjoy this with me. A year ago, he passed away. John Pops Arthur, a lot of you guys might know him or might not know of him. But we were together for 30 years, thick and thin, in and out. And he's out here to enjoy this with me. And I owe half of this to him. Him and my beautiful mom, Sherry Toney, Bill Pops Miller, my original trainer, Jackie Callan, Greg Owens. I mean, all my whole crew back home in Detroit. They deserve to have a piece of this. I'm a loyal person. And I'm just thankful, by God that I'm able to box like I have been. Jesus. It's an unbelievable honor. I thank you. I appreciate, this is like crazy. 4 Hall of Fames in 1 year. When I started boxing, after I'm doing so well in high school, I said I want to be a heavyweight champion of the world. And everybody laughed at me. "You too short." I said, "Whatever." So I started out to be the heavyweight champion of the world, but I had to start at a lower weight class, middleweight, 157, first pro fight. It was hard made weight. I was like, and sweat every night, sweating. Won the middleweight title, fought a great fighter by the name of Michael Nunn, second to none, great fighter. And one thing I never believed in my whole career was to take the easy way to the title. If you think you're better than me, bring your ass. Michael Nunn was Top Gun. I had to get him. All means necessary. I went to his hometown, did that. Y'all saw what happened to him. He ain't paying his bill. So it's lights went out. Lights out, baby. I still love him. We're great friends today. I I love the guy, great fighter. He did some great things, but then I had to go after another division. I go to I ran the Blade Barkley, the world's ugliest man. I had to get him too. He took all his jump. Three more titles. I had 2 more to get. Actually, I had 3 more, but the other one disbanded. And then I won the critical time of beating HOF. Everybody said, "Oh, he don't kill you. He runs in the cold with no underwear on." And all that. I said, "I don't know what the hell he do. Just bring the fight and make it happen." So I did what I had to do. I made it happen. I beat him down. And then moved to heavyweight. "Oh, if I was too big for you." I said, "For real?" Do you know how many times I've heard that? How many times somebody told me, "Oh, he's too big, you can't beat him." I said, "Okay, wait and see. When you tell me I can't do something, I will do it. Trust me. Believe me, even at the age of 54, I can still do it." Actually, was Foreman, 48, when he did it. And I was ringside when he did it. I was so proud of the champ. Love you, George. Love you and your family. Love your greatness. I want to thank everybody. Thank you very much. I love you. God bless. Have a great night, all right? Bye. Detroit! Detroit!
2023 West Coast Hall of Fame.